Powerfully bright yet lightweight, the Black Diamond Icon is going to give you reliable performance in the backcountry on the darkest of adventures. There's a couple different settings, a couple different features here, but all in all, the Icon is pretty easy to use with the single push button here on the front. And the standout feature here is that you've got up to 320 lumens. So you've got a very bright light here, but it also dims down all the way to 4 lumens. So you've got a couple different features here. It's gonna make it very versatile, and you're gonna be able to use it for a lot of different activities. To go through the different settings, as I mentioned, right here on the top, you have a push button, and the brightest light is right here in the front. It's a spotlight. It's a quad power LED light, and that is the light that's going to give you up to 320 lumens. If I just push it on, you've got that bright spotlight, and in order to get that light up to the highest lumens once it's on, you just press it one more time, hold it in, and it goes up to that brightest setting. With this, you can dim by just holding down that top button. It dims down to the bottom and all the way up to the top. And a really great feature here is that this light has a memory with where you left the light at the last spot. So if I were to turn this off here, I dimmed it down pretty far, and when I turn this light back on, it's gonna go right to that same spot. Again, if you want to bring it all the way back up to the highest setting, you just hold it in and it brings that light back up. If I want to get to these proximity lights on the side, these are 2 single power LEDs. These are white lights. So I just have to hit that top button twice, and those 2 LEDs go on the sides. Again, with the dimming, you can dim this down and all the way back up. You can strobe with these proximity LEDs. So if I push that top button 3 times, you can see that it's strobing, so that's a really nice safety feature. There is a red LED setting, and these are also 2 single powered red LEDs. To get to the red LEDs, you hold in the top button for a couple seconds until you see those 2 red lights come on. Once you set it on the red setting, you don't have to scroll through the white lights in order to get to it, so that doesn't kill your night vision. You can dim this red light as well just by holding it down, and you can also strobe with the red light. The Icon is powered by 4 AA batteries. You can use alkaline or rechargeable batteries here, and you've got the battery pack on the back. So this is a little bit heavier of a battery pack. You've got higher lumens here, and you've got a pretty long battery life. So what they've done is they put the battery pack on the back, that way you don't have all that weight up on the front. And this light really distributes the weight evenly with this nice thick strap. So the battery housing back here is waterproof. Makes it a really great feature for any adventure. It's waterproof up to 1 meter for half an hour. So you've got really reliable performance there. And in order to get into this battery housing, there's a little lever up here on the top. Click that open and you can expose the waterproof battery housing. So I've got my 4 AA batteries in there. Really easy to change out those batteries. You do have a battery power indicator on this light, so when you're at full battery power, you're gonna have a green light turn on there. Once you're down, the battery starts to diminish, it's gonna turn orange, and then once you're down past 25% battery, you're gonna have a red light, so you know it's time to either recharge your rechargeable batteries or change those alkaline batteries. A feature I really appreciate about Black Diamond headlamps is when they use a lock mode. And in order to lock this headlamp, all you have to do is hold in that top button until you see a blue light start to blink down here on the bottom of the light. And that just means it's on lock mode. So if I try to turn that light on, it's not going to turn on. This just ensures that When you throw this light into your backpack, it's not going to turn on and drain the batteries when you're not using it. To turn off lock mode, all you have to do is hold in that button again until that light comes on and you've turned lock mode off. The strap is really well designed here. You've got your typical straps that go around the sides, and these are extremely adjustable, they're comfortable, and they're stretchy. I can see this working well just right on your head. It definitely adjusts down to be small enough for that. But if you're wearing a helmet, like a climbing helmet, or if you're caving, it's definitely going to adjust out to be big enough to accommodate for that. And you do have a strap that goes over the top. So with this battery housing being in the back, you have a nice strap over top. So that's a great feature there. And on the front of the light, you have a really good tilt. So you can tilt up and down to have different directions with the light. And all in all, this is a really durable, bomb-proof light. You've got that waterproof protection in the battery housing. You have all the different settings and the adjustability up to 320 lumens. So this is just going to give you extremely reliable performance. It is the Black Diamond Icon headlamp.